Who's the problem? Who's the problem? Who do we fear? Who's your king? What's your name? Israel! Drop that shit, DJ.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. What you talking about? If that nigga won't want, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick loaded? Boy, he'll fade to line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. Some cold shit, we bought it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Walk back every day, so who is you? Bitch, I don't need the love. The joint right away. You think I love this? Shout out to everybody. You can't do something. Falling it on my wall. Ain't nothing to see your arm. I just want to take my piece. I want to take my piece. I just want to take my piece. It's really how this bitch walk around like that. I'm mad at you, nigga, fuck home. And get set up for the court. Hey, you got down, man, down. Shoot to the side, you got no. I see something in the show. You never get a police home. You'll hear that. I'm standing there, bitch. They can't do it. They tell see what I'm doing. They tell see what you doing. And it's such a dumb bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over there. I see you, that nigga on my bitch, you ready. It ain't hard. I see that shit. I'm talking for your face. I know that nigga say. What you think when you be done to try? I go shit we fight. You can get you shot. Look, this think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. I guess I ain't the one. Walk at every day, so who is you? Bitch, I don't need your love. What you think I love is for the Lord. Everybody sacrificing their slavery for their passion. I want to let y'all know, man, we don't live to work for the white man. Money is a tool for a purpose, but what's your purpose for? Call that BDJ. When you get it, I can take the shit. On there, where I was on the street. Come on. fucking job, that's all of their face. On that fucking job, they all want to leave. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you about to get hit. When this bitch wants a nigga brain, that's like keep a nigga down the slave. That money supposed to be a tool. All purpose was your purpose tool. On that fucking job, you gonna be rich tomorrow. On that fucking job, it ain't no more. On that fucking job. It's my time, man. From the University of Carolina, it's on the 1 West 25th Street, Harlem, New York. We teach black Hispanic business. Who they all quote to the Bible? Who they all quote to the Bible? They're the real truths of the Bible, man. Get the Bible. At my time, Sean 2G, Sean _2G, SHAR _2G, all sites. I just dropped the album called Passover Ready. That been hit. I had 50 copies, so that bitch to the pop, made $1,000 off of it. Why? I don't know why. Let's get it. Shit. I made a damn. Shit, try vibes. Can I say something real quick, Most?
Long G.
We got a platform. I know artists, they want to get paid off YouTube, right? And monetization, all that stuff, you gotta have 1,000 subscribers and what, $4,000. We got a platform right now. It's called Tribe Vibes. TRIBE _ dash, one more dash, not underscore, vibes, VIBEZ.com. Type that in, we pay artists to put their music on there. You gonna get paid. As long as you know what you want with your music and work on that and fuck that job. Yo, try to beat yourself.
Fuck that job.
Come on, man. This is fuck that job, nigga. Come on, man.
Fuck that fucking job, nigga.
How you doing, man? We mix the love.
Fuck that. You gotta have a passion, though. It's all about passion, man. Thank you. This is my time. Shout out to G.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. Fuck you talking about? If that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK, too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shawty and I show her. She could never get a priest hold. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. That's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch mugger. I say, if that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. more than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. You squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why this nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Command to get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga got popped off for.
Oh, come on, brother. Stop. What's going on, Cap?
Hey, Shalom.
How about you, man? Shop rock a thumb.
Hey, Shalom. Y'all hear me good or?
Oh, you sound clear, brother.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Hey, we up in this piece, man. Shalom, Akim Shalom Adawan. How about you, Shop rock a thumb? What's going on, sir?
Nothing much, man. You know.
Con. We at it again, man. We at it again. Cool. I see you.
Hey, my rib got me looking like I'm 10. Yeah.
Nah, I don't want the drip is to wild as always. You know what I'm saying? I see you over there, cool. What's going on, bro?
You saying, well, man, I had to put my piece on, get my hair situated. Get my hair braided later on, so you know what it is.
God, man. Yeah. Everybody in the same boat, see?
Your hair braided, huh?
Hey, fresh braided for camp. You already know what it is.
I wish I knew something about getting my hair braided. I haven't had that luxury since I was about 15 years old. But no sweat. You know what I'm saying? We just want to go ahead and humbly brag. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I got about a good year left till I'm still right around the corner.
No sweat. No sweat.
It may make a comeback though.
It might come back.
Yeah. Hey, at one time I thought I was done. I thought it was just most I was coming taking him. He's reaping. I thought he was reaping my hair. I said, damn, well, hey, you know, I gotta go with it, you know.
Right.
Then all of a sudden it came back. I said, damn,
right.
More hair.
That old James Brown turnaround.
Damn right. Hey man, we're back in the piece, man. Chain Breakers Podcast brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General YAHANNA. You understand? Been teaching the truth since 1969. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are the true Jews, the true Israelites, according to the Bible. You understand? And right now, you are tuned in to the Chain Breakers Podcast. That's right. Chain Breakers Podcast. This is episode number 35. 35. You know what I'm saying? 35 episodes in of the Chain Breakers Podcast, where we alleviate, break free, you know what I'm saying? Destroy, tear down the chains of oppression that our people have had on them for far too long. You know, this show, as with many other shows in the I.S.U.P.K, is all about freeing our people. So what we do is we go into different stories, different topics. Of course, we go into the Bible. You know what I mean? And we dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Come on the show and talk to us, man. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean? We dialogue with the people so we can get those mental chains of oppression. The physical chains got taken off, and people thought we were free, but come to find out, no, we still slaves in this place. Right. So in order to help our people, we have to get those chains off of their minds, off of our minds, excuse me. And of course, I can't start the show without giving a shout out to and introducing my cohorts, my brothers, my Adawan. Okay, so I got to start first and foremost with my Adawan, captain of 10,000 Yagarwa, holding it down out there in Oklahoma City. Right. Got my brother, officer of 1,000 Kual in the spot. Vietnam's finest in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I got my brother. Let's see, Yarmak. Can you hear us out? I know your cameras.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Most High in Christ, right on time, my brother, officer of 1,000 Yarmak. You know what I'm saying? Doing it up out there in Goldsboro, North Carolina, holding it down. I am priest and officer of 1,000 Thabawan out here in Durham, North Carolina.
Yeah, right.
know what I'm saying? The show is broadcasted from North Carolina and Oklahoma City, the water. You understand? We're going to get right into it, but I always start the show to ask the Akim if there's anything that they, might have seen or that's not particularly on our ledger for today. We have some heavy topics to get into, but I want to give everybody an opportunity if there's something they want to say quickly or just something they want to, go over before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's show. So, Cap, is there anything you wanted to kind of start us off with, sir?
No, nothing. It was something. You know, you have something in the back of your mind, but it ain't come to me. So y'all can go ahead.
No sweat. Cool. You got something, bro?
I'm ready to get right into it. Let's get it.
In Christ. Let's get it. Yarmak?
Alam to
Most High in Christ. We're gonna get right into it then. So before we get into the actual stories, let me remind everybody. Okay, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Okay, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you're sharing the show on all your platforms. Go into copy and paste it, put it on your Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Put it on your Twitter. All those things help us push this truth. And make sure you click the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. We got a Chainbreakers podcast YouTube. Subscribe there. We have a Chainbreakers Instagram, which is Chainbreakers_TV. Subscribe to the Instagram. Okay, we're broadcasting from quite a few channels, so make sure you're sharing everything we're doing. If you want to talk to us, man, got any questions or you want to get, potentially be a guest on the show, hit us up on chainbreakerspodcast@gmail.com. Yarmak, are we on the excuse me, I keep forgetting the name of the darn thing. The Clubhouse. Are we on Clubhouse?
I'm trying to get it set up now. I just need one more second.
Do your thing. Do your thing. So we should be live on Clubhouse shortly. You know what I'm saying? So you can reach out to us on there as well. Okay. So there's a few stories I wanted to get into. There was one particular story. It's not really a story. It's a video I seen. I don't know. I've been having a hard time finding. I've seen it pop up on my Instagram, but I haven't been able to locate it. It's a video of some guy saying, like, it's a brother. I guess he's kind of defending Joe Biden. And I guess it sounded like a devil. I couldn't tell. But there's a guy saying that Joe Biden is a pedophile, and this brother's like kind of like defending him, saying he gonna knock the dude out that's saying that Joe Biden is a pedophile. I was looking for this video. It was because of a brother, and I thought it was just the most ridiculous thing I ever seen. But I cannot find it for the life of me. If anybody who's watching knows what I'm talking about, please find that video. Let us know where we can find it, how we can get it up, so we can discuss it on the show. I thought it was absolutely insane and hilarious. All right, but in the meantime,
so like it thought, but really, who didn't think that?
Who didn't think that Joe Biden was a pedophile?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, it's so many times where he touched on little kids, on little girls.
On live TV.
He touched and rubbed and just, I mean, come on. It's just really, his activity has been of a pedophile.
Come on.
So I wouldn't, it's like, it's crazy to look at somebody and say, oh, and you want to fight because you want to, I mean, come on. He said it. I mean, come on. That's been the joke on Biden all the time. And it'll be a shame if it's really true.
Right. I'm confident that it's true, Adawan.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
But our people, remember, so many people, which is this disgusting thing, which is why I wanted to kind of talk about it on the show. It's so disgusting how our people, go out and went to the polls and voted for this man. And they voted for him after the footage of him touching and sniffing on little girls.
His behavior is of a pedophile.
Right. So they feel like they have to save face. I don't know. Black people have this thing with voting Democrat. It's like a religion to them. I mention it all the time. I'll never forget my grandfather, may he rise again. I'll never forget my grandfather told me when Barack Obama got elected back in, 2008? I think Barack Obama got elected in 2008. My grandfather told my whole, it came to the house, came to my apartment, and told us that Barack Obama was sent from God. He was sent from God
What?
to love and protect and save black people. This is what this man said.
Christianity is a terrible drug.
Christianity is a hell of a drug. So I'm going to, throughout the whole show, I'm going to try to find this clip, you know what I'm saying, in the background. When I find it, we're going to discuss it. But in the meantime, I want to start off talking with Ja Morant. Is everybody familiar with the Ja Morant situation?
Come on.
Everybody knows what's going on with Ja Morant?
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Most High in Christ, right? Well, Ja Morant is, the troubles have continued for Ja Morant. It's not quite over. So there's been an update in his situation. All right. We know that Ja Morant got in some trouble before dealing with issues with having a gun. I believe he was in a club or something to that effect.
Right.
Well, of course, he's back in trouble. He was seen on a live, I believe, Instagram video brandishing a pistol. Looked like it had some kind of attachment. I don't know if it's a 30-round drum. You know, I don't know about guns like that. But he had a pistol in the live video, and of course, it went viral. And, you know, he's been ostracized because of it. Okay? They're saying, the NBA is saying that it's not within, you know, the image that they want to portray and so on. Well, it gets worse for Ja. Okay? I have an article here from Shade Room that says that Ja Morant's sneakers reportedly have been removed from Nike and Finish Line apps. They have removed his sneakers, so it begins. All right, let's see if we can get this up on the screen. You know, I don't want to. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it like this because again, these websites be real wacky. So I'm gonna just do it like this so you can just get a picture. There we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and read it from my phone. Bear with me just a moment. All right.
If I can add while you pulling that up.
Please.
Remember back in the day when we used to look forward to sneakers?
Yeah.
Remember the Shaq, even the Reebok had its own hypnosis, and you had Sean Kemp, and then you had Charles Barkley had his shoe. And you had Michael Jordan, all people whose shoe single-handedly caused pandemonium across all globes. But it's like what these players' shoes now, they don't have the same effect. I don't know if I'm just getting older or I haven't seen a player's signature shoe, maybe outside of a Kobe or LeBron, maybe, that's caused complete pandemonium and kids are just breaking their necks to get it. It's almost like them pulling a Ja Morant shoe. You seen that ugly ass shoe?
I haven't seen it. I have no idea what it looks like.
That shoe was ugly as hell, bro. That's you have to be a real Ja Morant fan to even cop that goddamn shoe. I just had to throw it out there because man, these shoes are just getting more hideous. Like it don't even speak to the character of the player anymore. It's like they take one mold, like a low top mid soccer shoe, and just keep revamping it. The Kyrie, the KD, the Ja Morant, and the Paul George, and the Harden, all are just alike. All them shits whack as hell.
Look, here we go. This is my first time seeing it. I have never seen this sneaker ever in my life. So just this moment.
Goddamn shoe, man.
This is the sneaker right here on Ja Morant's feet.
Look at this bullshit.
Good gracious, good Lord, what is
this? Is whack, bro?
Yo,
man,
you can't wear those. You can't wear those with We can't wear those with civilian clothes. It'll be fresh.
Man,
hey, look,
man,
yo,
man.
You on to something, Kawal. You on to something because I've had that there. I talked about it with Yarmont before. I think me and him might have disagreed on it. But I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron fan. You know, so I don't want to get into who lost the game last night and why they lost. I don't want to talk about that right now. But being a LeBron fan, I remember when LeBron sneakers came out, and at first, you know, they got a lot of love, and they still do to a degree. I know there's some LeBron sneakers that are very, you know, sought after and everything. But I always felt that LeBron sneakers could not be worn with regular clothes. To me, they just never.
They fat as hell. Them big
like they never looked like like I can wear that with, you know. Again, I hate to say it, but the way you wear Jordans, like you can wear Jordans and get fresh with Jordans in regular street clothes. I never felt like you could do that with LeBrons, and I think true. All the niggas from the '90s with Jordans, with Barkleys, with pennies. I mean, phone posits are pennies. Facts. So you can wear the sneakers in the '90s seem to have been kind of designed in a way that, you know, made it work with regular clothes. But you know what? It could, like you said, Kawal, it could be because I'm getting old. It could be that. Maybe this sneaker is mad fresh. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, Salakia again, but I break out a pair of old Patrick Ewings and they look better than them ugly ones.
Yeah.
I'll get Patrick Ewing. I'll get Patrick Ewing. Shit, I guess I'll stand out. They'll be like, hey, where you get them from? They'll be like, well, they're damn.
You remember
come on.
Cat, remember the original Pat Ewings? They had that real thick sole to them.
Yeah.
It made you like 3 inches taller.
Yeah.
Like them Pat, man, you can wear them Pat Ewings now. If them came out 89, 90.
God.
No, that's a fact. But I gotta be honest. It could just be because I'm an old cat. I consider myself old now.
Yeah.
And maybe the kids do like this. Maybe they're gonna be wearing this. You know what I mean? But
Salakia, that's an ugly shoe. That's ugly shoe. I mean, that's ugly shoe. And it doesn't like it's for basketball. What is it for? It's like cheerleader shoes or something.
Right.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's ugly. Right. And then, come on, is it new? It looks dirty. Come on, it might be warm, man, in a sandbox or something. I mean, I mean, come on. It's ugly. It looks like a dull rainbow.
Yo, I'm awfully quiet over there. You got a pair of these, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You got 3 of them.
No, nothing to say on the John Morant, Yarrock. This guy right here. He don't want to say nothing because you know he got a pair. He got them in his Amazon shopping cart right now. But it's no sweat, Yarrock. You know what I'm saying? Live your life, bro. But unfortunately, you probably don't got them in your shopping cart because they've been taken off of shelves.
You muted, Yarrock.
Oh, he was actually. I thought he was just being quiet because he didn't want to admit he was.
I thought I saw his mouth moving over there.
Oh. Well, if you were talking, Yarrock, you're muted, bro. So you got to come off mute to respond to my allegations. You have a response, bro?
Say it ain't so, Yarrock.
Yeah,
he's staying on mute. He don't want to get involved. No sweat.
I don't think these players are giving too much attention to that shoe, man. Like to me, it's like psychological. It goes like to the love of it. You maybe it's like they don't fall in love with the game totally. They get really fast and they'll play any goddamn thing that's comfortable or semi-decent. They don't really fall in love with the game or care what people think. You know, it's like just give me the damn shoe and give me the money. Get out the way.
Right.
I'm not mad at that approach, but it just takes the real OG-ness to feel out the game. You know what I mean? Like I remember Scottie Pippen had a fire ass shoe that you could wear with pants, and that people lined up for. And these shoes were like, you know, they were like 160 back in the 90s. Like these were shoes really they cost a grip because the hype of the player. John Morant's a good player. I know you got to get into the story, but talk about taking the shoes. It's like I don't see the big. Okay, maybe some players that play AAU they like it. Or some teams have it. Just give me like a team shoe vibe. It's not giving me. I'm waiting outside at 3 a.m. for the John Morant to drop. Who the hell is doing that? Not for something that looks like that.
Hey, you sound like you want it. So I got the word. I think obviously Yarrock is currently on a call. But so the thing right here, right? Like I agree. Like I'm just saying, man. Like sometimes I'll be feeling like the old cat. Like. I'm just out of touch.
Hey, Salakia, I can. But hey, here's a shoe right here.
Oh,
that look better.
Whatever happened to black? Whatever happened to just a black shoe?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is that a prototype? What is that?
Huh?
Oh wait, is that on the website? Can we get those?
Hey, these coming soon.
Man, Most High Christ.
They got to throw a step out there.
Man. See, now I gotta
you know what I'm saying?
Your guard watch.
We gonna come with something like that.
Yeah.
We gonna come with something like that. Not that. I mean, come on, that look like a dull rainbow, man. It's terrible.
Hey, look. The times have changed. You know, I don't know what's going on in this world.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I just know that, you know, when I was coming up in the 90s, my favorite sneaker in the 90s was not Jordans. It was not Ewings. My favorite sneaker in the 90s was the A4s. You know, the Allen Iverson joint that had the zipper.
Yeah.
Reebok joint.
Those were fire.
Yeah, that was my favorite sneaker at the time, you know, and it was popular, right? But unfortunately, this is what we're dealing with now today, Akim Adwan, and this brother has had his sneaker
removed from the stores. I know some of y'all are saying that's probably a good thing, but nonetheless, it ain't good for Ja Morant. And so let's read a little bit about this situation with Ja and see how this has transpired. Bear with me just a moment. I got the article pulled up right here. Here we go. Got it. All right. So
I was trying to say, and was it better?
I don't know about that, other one. I don't know. I don't want to like you might be pushing it too far. I don't know about them and one.
So the and was fire though. But I got you.
It says Ja Morant appears to be facing consequences after his second incident of flashing a gun while on Instagram Live. According to the commercial appeal, the NBA player's sneakers are no longer listed on the Nike app or Finish Line's mobile application. According to the outlet, the Hunger Ja ones are reportedly expected to be released on Thursday, May 25th. The sneakers were reportedly listed on both Nike and Finish Line's mobile applications Tuesday. However, as of Thursday, they appear to be removed. So the name of these sneakers is the Hunger Ja ones. The Hunger Ja ones.
That's so stupid.
Hey, look, I know y'all got heavy criticisms, but just don't take it too far, because if y'all see me pop up with a pair of these, I'm going to expect y'all to be brotherly. All right? I'm expecting brotherhood regardless. All right?
Oh, yeah, Gun.
Additionally, after searching both retailers' websites, it appears that Morant's signature sneaker release, the Ja ones, are also unavailable. Most of what remains from Ja Morant's product line on both sides is the Ja Morant logo basketball shirt. It says, however, Commercial Appeal reports the sneakers and Hibbett Sports apps are still offering a raffle for the Hunger Ja ones. Winners selected in the raffle will then have access to purchase the sneakers. According to CMZ, resellers such as StockX and Flight Club still have the 23-year-old basketball player's products for sale, in addition to retailer Dick's Sporting Goods. Nike has yet to respond to a comment request, as reported by Fox Business. It's a little bit more. As the Shade Room previously reported, Ja Morant released a statement Tuesday evening acknowledging the disappointment his actions have brought his fans. I know I've disappointed a lot of people who have supported me. This is a journey, and I recognize there is more work to do. My words may not mean much right now, but I take full responsibility for my actions. I'm committed to continuing to work. A lot to unpack here. Cap, again, I'll start with you. I mean, we can talk about the sneakers being taken off the shelves again. That's just part of his punishment for this. But, I mean, did you see the actual Instagram Live video, sir?
No, I didn't.
All right. Let's see.
No.
Okay, Cap.
I'm just wondering, what was so bad? What did he do?
I'm going to show you, sir. I'm going to show you. And we're going to discuss. The generals talked about this.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is it right here. This is it. Tab. Get the sneakers that I'm gonna buy. I mean, the Ja Morant ones out the way. Here we go. So this is a photo from his Instagram Live. This is just a screenshot of the Instagram. I don't know if it was his, but it's the Instagram Live that he was on. So that's obviously him on the left, and here he is on the right, brandishing said weapon. And this is. I believe he was on the screen for all of about 3 seconds.
If that.
And this is what it's all about. So Cap, I mean, does this warrant what? This is national news. We have other stories today that should be way bigger news stories. They're not.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like it's slave patrol. That's what it is.
Right.
It's slave patrol. They just got to make sure they keep all the slaves under control.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do things like that. White bad basketball players, they can do things like that. But you are a black basketball player. You cannot do that. It's slave patrol. You know what I'm saying? And it's so sad. And me myself, like I said, I really don't watch the slaves games, but every now and then, I may come across them, and I may watch on YouTube. I may watch an old game or watch some highlights or something, But how tall is Ja Morant?
6'2", 6'3".
Oh, he's a little guy. So I mean, he's a guard, right?
Yeah, he's a guard, sir.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well, you remember when Gilbert Arenas got into it with the brother? I was just watching out on YouTube. I didn't know all that happened with that brother. I didn't know that brother was out of the league and arrested for murder. So it's the dude that got into it with Gilbert Arenas. But looking at this situation with this brother, you know what I'm saying? That's just he's holding the gun.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding the gun, and it's all this talk about, especially we're out here in Oklahoma. We got permitless carry. You can just anybody can just if you don't have no charges on, you can just come and just have a gun. They sell guns at all these stores. Any store you can go in, a lot of stores you can go in and get a gun. Just as long as you don't have no prior charges or anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to be sitting here talking. I mean, come on. He taking the shoes. Come on. He can't sell shoes. I mean, come on. What did he do that's so evil against the law? Is he a criminal? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? I mean, you're in this kingdom.
That's right.
You're in the white man's kingdom. You're in the white man's kingdom, and you understand. We are getting the rude awakening that we're slaves.
That's right.
We're still slaves. We're getting the rude awakening. Right now we've been thinking hey, it's quality. We have equality. We had Barack Obama. Everything. They got the little supposed to be black vice president. We think we arrived. That hey, this is the mountaintop that Dr. Martin King was talking about.
Right.
Hell, nigga, you're still a slave.
That's right.
You are still a slave. You will always be a slave until Christ comes back. You will always be a slave. And these type of things, this is just slave patrol. That's all it is. It's slave patrol. Making sure that you stay right. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at a clip about when Allen Iverson came to the NBA. When I was in the clothes, the way he just changed everything. Wearing the braids, and the clothes and everything. And then they start saying, "Oh man, you gotta wear a suit." To the game, on the team bus, on the team plane, you got to wear a suit, suit and tie, and had
I remember that
brother was looking goofy as hell, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Coach Carter.
This is slave patrol. They got to keep the slaves under control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Here it is again. You know what I'm saying? But really, they're going to make sure that they can take your money and everything.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You got those millions of dollars and stuff. They're going to make sure they're going to get some of that money.
That's right.
We are going to send white kids to college. You paying college fund. You paying all the stuff that the NBA takes and all this money the NBA takes and they fine you for. Hey, that's their kids' college fund.
That's right.
That's all you're doing. You're paying white kids to go to college and everything while you sit there.
That's right.
I mean, come on, we're slaves, man. We're slaves.
Right.
This is how you treat slaves. Nigga, you ain't free.
That's
you
right.
can't hold a gun. You know what I'm saying? That's for white people to do.
That's right.
Man, I yield, brother.
Yeah, right. Well said, Cap.
Right. Yeah, right.
Well, you spoke very in detail about, the difference between some of today's players and just the culture of the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ja Morant is an interesting figure within today's culture, and I think that plays heavily into even, some of the issues that he's facing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to compare him, but like Cap just said, Allen Iverson got into that whole bowling situation before he got drafted.
Right.
That was like a scar or like a little stain on his career. John Thompson, of course, took a chance with him at Georgetown. Yeah. Then he came in the league, and even though he wasn't known as a criminal or anything, neither is Ja Morant, but he had a bad boy image. He had a bunch of tattoos. He had the braids. For all intents and purposes, Allen Iverson was an NBA player who looked more like a rapper. And I can't help but see with Ja Morant, there's a similar thing happening. Do you see the same thing?
I see this. I see the same thing, but the smaller, different characteristics. Meaning that basketball. Let's get one thing straight. You got athletes. You have intellectuals. Okay, basketball is not an intellectual sport. It's you with goddamn basketball, and you go shoot it, or you pass, or you dunk the damn thing. All right, you don't have to have a 4.0. You don't have to have a 4.0 to play basketball. Matter of fact, all the niggas that are nice as hell don't have a 4.0.
Right.
But you're playing a goddamn game. So where do we get off? treating this thing like it's some kind of intellectual, event, like it's a chess tournament or freaking debate.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, John Morant is trying to exhibit characteristics of being a free man. And like Cap was saying, when you try to become a free man while you're on the plantation, you get spanked and put back in place.
That's right.
John Morant is doing nothing that nobody else is doing, that nobody else is not doing. Meaning that, okay, a kid that works at Walmart stocking shelves right now at 24 years old or 23 years old, the same age as John Morant, like 22, he can wave a gun all he wants to on social media. He'll keep his job. He'll keep his job. See, but John Morant is doing just show the gun. He didn't point the camera and say, "Bam, bam, niggas die." He didn't do that.
Right.
He had the nerve to just show a gun, listening to rap music, looking like part of his culture or looking like part of his age demographic, and it offended people. Meaning what? We don't want you niggas even thinking to be like that. I want you to move out of there, move to Malibu, get a white woman, stay away from these Negroes, these Israelites, and all these rappity rap stuff. They don't want him. They don't even want him even looking anything like that because it's anti-black.
Right.
I'm not saying Hope flashing the gun is black. I'm saying his whole persona is doing what the hell he wants to do. Like Kat was saying, you cannot do what you want to do and be under the slave master with $250 million contract. They own your likeness. They own everything around you. Carmelo Anthony was saying in this interview, not only does the NBA have investigators, but they have feds. They know all your friends. They know your addresses, where you go to, where you're going to live, where you put your money at, where you can't put your money at. And Carmelo, you notice why Carmelo Anthony hadn't been playing in a while, because he spoke out against the NBA and all his programs. They're very highly racist, and you gotta pay attention in order to see some of this stuff. John Morant is just trying to be a regular person. And think about this too, and I'll be brief. John Morant didn't take the average route. John Morant played basketball with Zion Williamson at AAU. John Morant was a kid that wasn't looked at. The nigga barely made it to college. His father trained him in the backyard. He had a father in his life. John Morant is naturally gifted. He was short as hell his whole career. The nigga had a growth spurt when he went to Murray College. He finally got two inches taller. So now he went from 6 foot to 6'2.5". And his whole life he's had to fight to show that he can play. Now that he's got the money, he's got the fame, he done banged all these women, he's got the jury. He's realizing, man, this shit ain't about nothing. And he wants to just be himself because he's overrated. And now you're looking at him fizzle out, meaning that he don't give a damn about this basketball stuff, really. John Morant wants to be free. He wants the money and accolades and the women, but he don't want to be practicing. He don't want to be not going to the strip club. He rules. And that's all this is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't break no laws. It's not illegal to have a gun. It's not illegal to show a gun. But when you work for the slave master, whatever he say goes. David Stern tried that with Allen Iverson in the 90s with the dress code change. Like Cap was saying, niggas went from wearing long t-shirts to Steve Harvey suits in 2 seconds. You had to come. You come to the arena with a fat ass Steve Harvey suit on, and no more camo pants, no more t-shirts, no more white tees. Tuck your jewelry in. But think about this: John Morant is catching flack for just flashing a gun on camera in his driveway in a state where guns are legal, and in his own car with a friend. But Russell Westbrook can wear a goddamn dress, and that don't make the NBA look bad when it comes to
exactly.
Yeah, you get a point. Like they're saying, oh, John Morant showed a gun. We don't want the kids to see that. But you can let Russell Westbrook wear a goddamn dress, and that's what the kids to see. Like it make sense, man. That book, $40 Million Slaves, needs to be revisited again.
That's right.
Although it was about a good 6 or 7 out of 10, there's a lot of valid points about the history of the racism, how deeply rooted it is, and dog whistle racism, and passive and aggressive racism. You know what I'm saying? This is very passive thing, and John Morant didn't do a goddamn thing wrong. He needs to decide either he's going to stay on the plantation and clean up like a good boy, like LeBron, or you're going to just get out, take your money, and run. But you can't stay in here and do what you want to do, John. The only way you can be a free man is to come to I.S.U.P.K.
That's
free right here. I can show a goddamn gun right now, and I'm gonna keep my job and everything else I have. I can have more than one wife, John. Right? Can you have more than one wife?
Ooh,
you got $20 you got one bitch, John. You got one woman, and you better not dare have another, because she'll slap the taste out your mouth.
That's right.
You're not free, brother. You're not free at all. You need to come be around other free men. You You understand? I yield, man.
Damn right. Well said, brother. I got a point to make. I hope I got a point to make. What you said was real heavy. But I'm gonna come to you, YAHANNA. You know, YAHANNA always, the perspective. I love this show. If I could, just quick sidebar. One of the reasons why I love doing the show is because it's so damn easy for me because I don't got to do anything but just read a couple of articles. I got perspective from brothers that have been all around the world, done all kinds of things. Cap has been places and done things. You know what I'm saying? I know Cap don't like to talk about it, but his experience, his time being being an athlete, being a boxer, it gives insights that you can't get everywhere. Same thing with Officer Kowal with his history when he played sports and when he was in Esau's military. You get insights that you can't get anywhere. And of course, my brother, Officer YAHANNA, this brother has. Some of the players that we end up talking about on this show, this brother has played against. He knows people that know them. He's a resident athlete. Not just saying that's all he does. Foremost, he's a priest. But he gives insights into a world that I personally, can't access but so much. So I appreciate all of y'all for the insights that y'all provide. So YAHANNA, for you, when you see this going on, I'm not sure if you're still on the phone. If so, just let me know. Text me or something. But I think you're good. But when you've seen this, you see more so the scrutiny he's going through. It's like they're almost suggesting, like Officer Kowal said, that he has to make a choice, right? Which obviously he does. But do you think it's fair, or that it's, the way they're kind of presenting it, like he can't be both? Like, okay, you a star athlete, but you also are very limited in your ways of expressing yourself, even when you're not doing anything illegal.
Right.
He has not committed a crime. He doesn't have illegal weapons. None of that. But yet, him holding a gun, just holding it, is national news. What do you say to that?
I mean, like it's so many ways you can unfold this thing. And again, John Morant, I would say that he a knucklehead. I would say that. You understand? He is a knucklehead as far as I'm concerned. But however, like you said, if John Morant was doing anything illegal, he would have charges pinned up against him for those crimes.
That's right.
John Morant ain't do nothing that was illegal. And on the other hand, John Morant is an athlete. You understand? And to be an athlete, I almost kind of want to go back in the time in the history and figure out when the hell did athletes become social leaders?
Exactly.
When the hell did someone dribble a basketball or throw a football mean that they had to hold themselves to a social standard because we look up to them for leadership? That's the problem. Right. You understand? Is that America put so much emphasis on athletes and entertainers because that's what they want us to do. They put so much emphasis on all of the basketball players and football players and music stars and rappers and so on, because when you're a little nigga in your streets and your ghetto, they don't want you to grow up and be a mathematician.
Right.
They don't want you to grow up and become a brain surgeon. They don't want you to grow up and be the greatest lawyer in your state for 12 years in a row. They want you to grow up and be a basketball player. But now here's the problem. When you grow up to be a basketball player, they don't want you to shoot white people because you've been gifted a lot of money. Mm-hmm. They don't want you to devalue their neighborhood because you made $200 million, so now you can live in Bel Air. Now you can live in West Hollywood. Now you can live in Upper California, Northern California, and so forth. They don't want you to bring the niggerism where the money is. You understand?
Exactly.
So separate the two. If you want to be a nigger and act like the typical nigger, then you cannot get $200 million checks.
That's right.
You can't have endorsement deals. You can't be the face of a franchise because you're starting to, it's almost like a disease. You're starting to bridge the gap of white holiness and a black disease. And they don't want that disease combined.
That's right. That's right.
You understand? They don't want it coming in there. So when you plan for these organizations, when you under these contracts, they want to force you to behave in a certain way, to dress a certain way, to speak a certain way. You understand? Like I've seen so many interviews where like I love Marshawn Lynch, right? Because Marshawn Lynch was a brother who at some point just stopped giving a damn.
Right.
But if you remember his interviews, sometimes he'd be like, you know why I'm here. Like he didn't want to answer your questions.
Exactly.
Like, can you imagine being fined because you don't want to answer questions? Because you just got
exactly.
in the Western Conference Finals and you getting fined because you just want to go the hell home.
Right.
It's a sense of control, and it should show you how much of a dog we are to America.
That's right.
We are not free men. You're not free because you got $200 million contracts. You're not free because you got endorsement deals. Obviously, you're not free because he's doing something that a free man in America is legally able to do.
Right.
Getting on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, whatever kind of live you want to get on, and having a gun. You understand? You know who should get ridiculed for having guns? Dylan Stone Roof.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's devil up in Buffalo, North Carolina. That's who should be on the news.
That's right.
If he took that gun and he did evil. John Morant takes this gun and he does glorious things for the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's right.
He makes so much money for Nike with that gun in his hand.
That's right.
But because you hate black people so much, you hate the culture, and not to say that waving guns and all of that is the culture of black people, but just what they believe is the culture of black people. They hate it so much that they will clip the face of their franchise if it means saving their holy white behinds.
That's
if it
right.
means saving their neighborhoods, saving their culture, saving their institutions and their organizations, then they will clip the man who gives them the best chance at winning games.
Right.
And like everybody said before, you've seen it with AI. This ain't nothing new. Y'all think this is something new. This ain't new. They did it with Allen Iverson. They did it with Colin Kaepernick. They did it with who that other brother? I can't think of the other brother's name, but they ostracized. Oh, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah,
they did it with Kyrie Irving, and they doing it with John Morant now. The second you do something that goes against the norms of how America expects a black man, not a nigga, but a black man to behave himself in America, then of course they're gonna ostracize you, man. And if you black in America and you call yourself going against John Morant and saying he needs to lose his contract, he needs to lose his money, I pray that you lose everything.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Because you so simple, you think that he's losing everything because he had a gun on live. You idiot. That's not why he's losing it. He's losing it because a nigga stepped out of place. And it don't matter which way you step. Colin Kaepernick didn't have a gun.
That's right.
Colin Kaepernick stepped out of place by defending his people. Kyrie Irving didn't have a gun. Kyrie Irving stepped out of place by reposting a book that said that black people were Israelites too. These brothers didn't have weapons, some of them. You understand? And they still got shown how to be put back in place by America. So if John Morant, man, look, to hell with all that. You understand? John Morant, like I said, he may be an idiot. He may be stupid. But today, he does not deserve to lose $200 million of contracts and
exactly
things like that because he had a gun. Now, if John Morant went and shot somebody with a gun, hey, that's illegal. You can't do that. If John Morant took a gun on the airport, that's illegal. You can't do that. You go into an elementary school, any school with a weapon, that's illegal. You can't do that. But brother, if you know anything about weapons, they consider your car a part of your home. So he perfectly fine and perfectly legal and able to have that gun inside of that car. John Morant, you should go get 20 more guns. That's right.
That's right.
I go get 20 more guns and get more and more and more weapons because it's legal. And guess what? Them white people doing it.
That's right.
You understand? Right. These devils got guns, they got bunkers, they got grenades, they got missiles, they got nuclear bombs.
That's
right.
About
this nigga little pistol, man. Come on, man. Get out of here.
Well said, brother. Man. That's right on time. I mean, I can't say it much better at all. I did have a few things I just wanted to kind of gloss over quickly. Just from my take on seeing this. And the generals, of course, touched on it and talked about it, man. But this is just a glaring example of the fact of, again, just what obviously Isupk was talking about. Our culture. Now, of course, brandishing guns in a certain way. I don't want to say that is Black culture. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just, I'll put it like this: we do things how we do things. You know what I mean? If Ja Morant was in a freaking in a forest,
right,
with a fatigue parka on, with big ass earmuffs on, talking about, yeah, we're gonna be shooting some goddamn tin cans today, in the backyard, he might have been okay. Why? Because that's how they hold guns. That's how they shoot guns. If Ja Morant, if you notice, look at this photograph. Look at him. Like we said about Allen Iverson, what does he look like? He looks like one of those rappers. And what are those rappers to this society? They're nothing but thugs. They bring down your property value. These are the people that are gonna rob you. These are the people that are gonna rape your daughter, your nice daughter who would never do any such a thing. This is the kind of guy that you have to be afraid of. But if Ja Morant, again, like I said, if Ja Morant was shooting a gun like this or holding a weapon like this with this exact same attire on, nobody would say anything. Nobody would say anything. If he had the Stone Cold Steve Austin hat on, you understand, in the woods shooting at something with the big earmuffs, no one would. It's very unlikely that anybody would say anything. But this more so is demonstrating an attack, as obviously Isupk said. This is an attack on Black people. This has nothing to do with guns.
Yeah.
We know that oppressors love guns. They love them. They love when their celebrities love guns. Half of these oppressors are, card-wearing members of the NRA. They love guns, love shooting them, 100%. But the problem is, Ja Morant just looks a little bit too much like, I don't know, like Lil Durk. He looks a little bit too much like some rapper in some music video that they believe is going to corrupt their society. So they cannot have any parts of that. And so Ja Morant has to be punished and has to be ridiculed and has to be ostracized when he has done absolutely nothing wrong. Black people, Hispanics, Native Indians, the oppressor hates your stinking guts.
Right.
He hates your guts in every way. And just the way you do stuff, he hates it. He hates the way you can do the same thing he's doing. But if you don't do it his way, you're going to get the treatment that Ja Morant is getting. And I'm not going to, yeah, please.
No, so you know what else is disgusting? What else, I'm starting to see a pattern here. And I can't help but to think about the actual plantation. Well, I think about the early 1800s, right? When slavery was at its peak. Think about how, if you was trying to organize a revolt or you was trying to get support to speak up for more rations, whatever the case, you always got these coon-ass niggas who don't support you.
That's right.
Meaning, like, I can understand and see how it's very frustrating if you have the NBA and you have a collective a players association, right? You got the what's called the CBA or something like that, where the players get to talk with each other and define rules and what they think is fair and all this stuff. That you're supposed to have support. I think Chris Paul used to be the head of it, the president of it. But I said I ought to say this. Why, like Jeremy Hyman, somebody made a good point. They said, why don't every player just hold up a goddamn gun in their profile picture?
Right.
Why don't every player just do that?
God.
Why not? Why don't LeBron just take his personal little pea shooter and just hold it up? I support my brother. What happened to there's power in numbers.
Can I do it?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Can I do mine right now?
There's no law against it. LeBron James, I'm saying he's the face of the NBA. He's the face of the NBA, the heartbeat of it. I don't even know what the hell the NBA is going to do when he retires. Right. However, it's like, God damn, man. What about supporting your brother? They left Kyrie high and dry. And all these coon Stephen A. Smiths, Chris Bouchard, all these other Negroes, Stack 5, even the ones that smoke weed, they're talking about image. Nigga, y'all didn't support Kyrie Irving because y'all were scared. All y'all had to do was post a picture of the damn documentary Hebrews and Negroes, which is garbage. However, it's not that book. That book is Africans are not Israelites. You got we know. So we'll determine that in I.S.U.P.K. who's an Israelite from Africa. However, the book Hebrews and Negroes, all Kyrie Irving did was post that. How come every NBA player didn't just post it?
Exactly.
Of their brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to stick together. And even in the NBA, when they have millions of dollars, they still lack loyalty, man. They still lack brotherhood. That's why I love this school. Like, you know, they don't even support. They didn't support Kyrie Irving in that. They're not even supporting John Morant. And this not even a race issue. It's not a religious issue. It's not a nationality. It's a gun. And you can't tell me that all those NBA players, none of them own guns. All them niggas own guns. And none of y'all can just post a picture to say, I support my brother. It's a damn shame how the NBA owns high and dry. The NBA players don't give a damn about their brothers. All they care about is, you know, who got more money, who gonna score more points, who's gonna score more women, and it just being separate. You can't be like that. And one day, it's the crazy part is Christ is gonna return. The NBA is gonna mean nothing.
That's right.
NBA is absolutely nothing. You're gonna have this big ass mansion, the sky's gonna crack, and what are you gonna do then? Like you have no protection then.
Damn right.
You have to be proactive, meaning you got to show this love and care for your people now and serve the Lord and support Kyrie Irving, especially you niggas that are sitting high on a high horse. And some of you NBA players that are about to retire and you just milking up the little minutes you got on the bench trying to get that pension. Show a gun in your profile. Let John Morant know he's not alone.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do. What they gonna do? Fire everybody? They gonna cancel the playoffs? No. Then the spotlight will be on the NBA. As far as now, people start to say, this might be a little racist what y'all doing.
That's right. If I could.
Exactly.
That's right. So if I could, that's heavy what you said, bro. If I could just say this real quick, was going to my next point. Is you let me segue perfectly into what I was going to say. And it's been said before, but no one ever makes the strides to do it. At this point, you could take the top 10 most highest paid black NBA players, who I'm certain probably the top 15 players, you know, maybe 3 of them are white. Maybe Luka, Jokic, and I don't know who else other than them are white, but everyone else is black. You could just take a year of their salary all together, and they could literally buy a stadium. Yeah. And they could start a league of their own that no one would the NBA would go bankrupt in a week. No one wants to watch an NBA that doesn't have LeBron James, that doesn't have John Morant, that doesn't have Russell Westbrook, that doesn't have, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't have these players, doesn't have Paul George, that doesn't have these players. No one wants to watch an NBA without Jamal Murray. Nobody does. Nobody wants to.
There is. Let me see. There is the first white. Look, I'm gonna just say this: the highest top 10 played NBA players, none of them is white. Wow. I think the first white dude is like 26.
Wow.
Who else? Like Steve Nash or something?
It's Gordon Hayward.
And I was just talking NBA. I was just talking about current players.
But Gordon Hayward. Yeah, Gordon Hayward played for the Hornets, I think. He was a bust though. He got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt bad. He broke his leg or something. He's been messed up ever since. But even still, even Gordon Hayward in his top tier best level, do you think? And right now they're trying to hype up Jokic. They're trying to hype up Luka Doncic.
That's purposely done.
Absolutely. Do you think that anybody wants to watch an NBA where the best 5 players are Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Gordon Hayward, Austin Reeves, and Kristaps Porzingis? No one wants to watch that nonsense.
That's being purposely done. Even with the whole MVP, how the hell you let Jokers win MVP like 3 times? Who does that? Like that's BS, man. The NBA is doing their job to say, you know what, we're going to show these niggas because they hear the murmurings about what y'all just said and what you just said about, you know, well, niggas just start their own league. They hear that. And they want to say, oh, you don't think people will come to see white people play? That's why they got that movie. That's why they just revamped White Man Can't Jump.
Part 2. Oh, man.
They just remade White Man Can't Jump Part 2. That's a movie that never need to be remade again. First of all, the first one was BS. So why the hell would you make? Why would you remake it again? As if, you know, white boys are like. I hate anything dealing in black stuff, like I 8 Mile, White Men Can't Jump, anything where it's trying to even show the possibility of an oppressor being better than us, anything.
Yeah.
It grinds my gears.
Yes.
How the hell is the NBA? The players are not speaking up because they don't want their house being raided, meaning they don't want their funds to be taken. They're selfish. If I got mine, you get yours. That's the attitude. And you can't be like that when you see other brothers suffering. Everybody, if you're a black athlete, I don't care if you're a retired black athlete, you have a voice and a platform, you need to be supporting John Morant. Because when you go against John Morant, it makes people get you like a goddamn coon. And it wasn't until, notice this, I'll be brief. Remember when Kyrie Irving thing happened? I keep going back to that because it's similar. When Kyrie Irving first posted that, everybody hated him. But when I.S.U.P.K got a hold of it, we start talking that shit. Then IUIC gay ass came along later on. But when we start talking that shit about supporting your brother, the We Smoking podcast was listening to us. And what does Shannon Sharp do? They start recanting their statements slowly. Like, well, maybe we need to look at this from another angle. That's done because opposition is being used. Without us saying something, everybody's going to be a goddamn coon. It's not until they start speaking and when they check themselves. It ain't coming from nowhere else.
That's it.
They hear these opposition of thought like, well, maybe what John Morant did wasn't so bad after all. It wasn't bad at all. But you wouldn't know that unless the priest and prophets of the Lord said it. Because you will agree with Shannon Sharp. You would agree with everybody else that's white. And JJ Redick had enough balls as a white boy to say, guess what, guys? He didn't break any rules. And Charles Barkley, your fat ass couldn't say that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Oh, go ahead, Cap.
No, go ahead. You going on Yama?
No, you got it, Cap. Whoa.
Okay, everybody, we saw the show, right? The generals did, right? And the oppressor is so he's such a hypocrite. It's not good for the kids to see us brandishing guns and everything, and the gun violence and everything, and it's crazy, and because when they showed that movie with the raccoon with the Arnold Schwarzenegger machine gun.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. That's a kid's movie.
Right.
That's a kid's movie. You know what I'm saying? My grandson, they knew his name right away. All that song's on,
Right.
I'm like, God damn, that's what kids are watching. But you want to be a hypocrite and say, oh, it's bad for the kids to see John Morant holding a gun. When you got a goddamn raccoon in the damn kids' movie shooting up everything,
right,
and enjoying it, But the oppressor is, the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Right.
And we are slaves unto them.
Right.
That's what they look at us like. Slave, you better stay in control. Stay under control. Because once you get out of line, do anything, hey, they're gonna come down on you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
They're going to make you pay fines. You'll fine them. They're going to try to get you out of the NBA and whatever. But mainly, they're just trying to get money out of you. They pay you all these millions of dollars. They're just trying to get money out of you, And it's like, it's sad when we be destroyed and we think that all of a sudden everything is fine. And now they finally accepting us. They will never accept us. You will never. I don't give a damn if you get $1 billion. You be like Kanye West. I mean, come on. He's a billionaire. I mean, look at him. So they don't really. We got to understand. We got to separate.
Right. That's right.
I mean, it's madness what we're going through, and all these things are being revealed because, the priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K, we've been revealing it out of the Bible.
That's right.
We've been revealing all these things. Got to come to pass. It has to come to pass. So don't think you have arrived because you sit down and along with Whitey and you go to lunch with them and everything. I'm saying it's. I mean, come on, don't be a slave. It's terrible what they do to us. I mean, so like one short story. We was up in Beverly Hills one time, and we were sitting down and eating in Beverly Hills in one nice place, eating all this food and stuff. And then when we got there, we started asking the waitress about everything, how was the price? I mean, what we was going to eat and everything. And so the waitress just say, hey, they treat you like once they see you and you in that place, they figure you got the money to be there. They figure they must be somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas are coming getting money, and so you must be somebody, So So they treat us good, you know. Hey, you know if you guys want to hang out into about 10 more minutes, hey, it's happy hour, hey, and this type of stuff is going to be low. The price is going to be lower. This that, and I'm like, God damn. Well, we sit up in Beverly Hills, man. We eating more food than we eat at the carryout back in DC.
Right.
You know, we eating all this food, the expensive stuff that's not even costing a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But not for 1 second did we feel like, oh yeah, they love us now.
Mm-hmm.
They love us now. And come on, you walk down in Beverly Hills, down. You know what I'm saying? The brothers, people will call you in. They will call you in their jewelry shops.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
But we just get to the point where we're so destroyed and such slaves. We get to the point that, hey, they like us. They like us. No, they don't like you. They like your money.
That's right.
All. They like your money, you know, and it's ridiculous how destroyed we have become as a people. You know what I'm saying? And the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's
you know?
right.
And we don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's a big trick. It's a trick. It's a trick. That's all it is. It's a trick to fool you, so you can just keep on giving them your money. You know what I'm saying? And then what? You make one mistake. Not even really a mistake. I mean, right? A mistake. Come on, the brother held a gun.
That's right.
Held a gun. I mean, he didn't even, come on. You do something like that, and then it come down on you. Man, I mean, you know, and the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what we see. This is what we've got to understand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad of the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander Junior Honda did. You know, I can see this.
That's
I can
right.
see this. And, you know what I'm saying? It's evil, man. It's evil, and you know, it's terrible. It's
That's
terrible.
right.
I yield, brother.
Damn right. You was gonna say something?
God, yeah. I just wanted to piggyback on Officer Kowal said, and then also just, you know, even with the John Morant situation, I don't remember going to school and getting the social behavior class.
Right.
I never got that class. I didn't get the you know, you can't put a gun out on Facebook class when I was in high school. So how are we supposed to be expected to learn and live a certain way when you don't even, you understand, we ain't been taught that. John Morant was raised how he was raised. He was taught how he was taught, and you give him a $200 million check and expect him to act like an uppity white boy from Beverly Hills. I don't understand that. But then also, like what Officer Kowal said, you brothers, you understand, y'all going against and not standing up for John Morant, it's going to backfire on you. It's going to creep up and it's going to bite you in the ass because you think John Morant messed up. You think that he made a mistake, and that's why he's being ridiculed. That's why he's being punished. That's why he's getting whipped. That's why he's getting hung on the tree.
Exactly.
Here's the problem, and here's where you are so weak. Here's where you're such a bitch you don't even know it. How the hell are you comfortable? No, like imagine we doing this podcast right now, but imagine if any four of us said a certain word or a certain phrase that some white man had the power to click a button and boot us off the channel. How could we be comfortable and just accept the fact that, oh, we misstep or we misspeak, then we just gonna get booted off the channel or we gonna get hung from a tree. Here's the problem. Right now, John Morant is being punished. But what is everyone gonna say when a white man thinks that you did something wrong?
That's right.
We're gonna say when a white man thinks that you misspoke or you understand? Because that like again, we seeing time after time again where they're showing us examples of it doesn't have to necessarily be a crime for you to be ridiculed.
That's right. You
don't have to hurt anybody. You don't have to murder anybody for you to lose your job. Sometimes you can just take a knee during the national anthem.
That's right.
Sometimes that is enough. That's enough. Right. You can repost Hebrews to Negroes or Negroes on Twitter, and that's enough for you to be ostracized and then lose your endorsements and so on and so forth. So if you don't stand with John Morant now, then brother, you're gonna be wishing that other brothers stand with you when your time comes.
That's right.
That's it.
Stand with you, and no one will stand with you. You understand? And I blame the Christian church.
That's right.
I blame the Christian church.
That's right.
Has taught us to hate one another instead of actually loving one another and standing with each other. Now, like I said, like y'all would, like General Hyman said, all you NBA players, you should post a gun in your profile pic with "I'm a nigga too." That's what you should do.
Right.
I'm a nigga too, just like
Yeah.
Ja. Post a gun and then yank Ja Morant up. Yank him up. If you feel like he's doing something that's stupid or being an idiot, or if you feel like, hey, dumbass, you having a gun in a car without your seatbelt on and your fingers on the trigger, you're gonna blow your brains out. Check him, correct him, teach him the etiquette of carrying a gun, because it's not a toy. But don't allow the oppressor to spank your brother, man.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You ain't about to spank my brother, man. If he need discipline, if he need correction, we gonna give it to him, man.
That's right.
We can. You think that we don't got brothers who know right from wrong? Come on, man.
Hey, y'all, Mark.
Come.
Damn right. Hey, remember in Godfather Part 1 when Michael Corleone went out to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking to Mo Green.
Mo Green.
Yeah, he's talking to Mo Green, and Mo Green was like, "Yeah, I had to smack." You know what I'm saying? Not Sonny, Fredo. Yeah, I had to smack him around a little bit. He said, "You had to straighten out my brother." Like, no.
No, you don't straighten out my brother.
You don't straighten out my brother.
Yeah.
Well, let me do that. Let me do that. You don't straighten out my brother. Which I've been saying is so heavy. We're gonna move on, but this is such a crazy topic, and I just want to show to piggyback off what Cap's been saying, Officer Kowal, Officer Yarmak's been saying about just how coonish these other NBA players are, just how cowardly these celebrities are. No one talked about how stupid and silly and disgusting and embarrassing and how much of a knucklehead somebody was when players decided to do things like this. This didn't get any backlash. You can do this and still be looked at as, as some kind of role model. This is what Officer Kowal was saying. Dennis Rodman can put on a wedding dress and a wig in the middle of the playoffs and just go back to the game and get 30 rebounds like nothing happened. You understand? Charles Barkley, a big 50-year-old, 6'4", fat, you know what I'm saying, black man can put on a dress and a wig, and that's not embarrassing.
Right.
That's not, so in other words, the question you have to ask, as these brothers have been positing, don't let it go over your head, is what image is it that is against their policy? What exactly is it that's wrong? Because this image, when I look at this, these images are not, I would certainly rather my son see Ja Morant with a legal weapon, with a legal firearm. I would rather my son see Ja Morant with a legal firearm than to see a 6'9" black man in a dress with a wig and lipstick.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Ja Morant's from South Carolina. Ja Morant is from South Carolina. It's gun culture down there. What the hell they talking about?
Right.
He's from not just from South Carolina. The nigga's from Dalzell, South Carolina. Where the hell is that on the map?
I don't even know.
Exactly. So it's gun toting all. That's how he grew up. Guns everywhere.
Right.
And Sadaki, Ja Morant holding the gun, that's disgusting to the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? But this is not disgusting.
Nope.
Right.
This is fine.
For the kids. For the kids, right?
Exactly.
It's a damn shame, man. Brothers, we implore you. And I mean, last thing too. This is what's funny about all of this. Nobody talks about how stupid Brittany Griner was. Brittany Griner committed broken actual law, and America went out of its way to save that woman when she blatantly broke a law. She did the wrong thing, and America went out of its way to go grab her, bring her back to the States, and guess what? She's not punished for it. In fact, she's back playing in the WNBA. Hasn't missed a step.
And
she gets saluted by the president.
Right.
Saluted.
See, it's not against NBA policy for players to be high, but you can't defend yourself. You can't have a gun. You could be high. You could be high out of your mind and a drug addict, but you can't defend yourself at all. Don't even show a gun to have niggas thinking it's okay to defend yourself. But you can smoke weed all day like Brittany Griner or Matt Barnes and Stack 5 on their podcast. You have a podcast called Up in Smoke with ex-NBA players who still getting paid by the NBA, talking about how weed helped them through their whole goddamn career, like J.R. Smith. About how high they were during the playoffs, or how high they were. Rasheed Wallace, I was high before this. I was high before that. All these players coming out talking about how they smoked so much goddamn weed. Remember Josh Howard? He smoked so much goddamn weed. He smoked himself out the NBA. J.R. Ryder smoked himself out the NBA. It's like, but it's okay.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah. Well, look at that. Smoking weed, it's okay to be high now, but you can't show a gun.
Nope.
It's ridiculous. It's more dangerous for allowing this weed culture to permeate than showing a damn gun, man. I mean, we can unpack this damn thing all day. It's just that simple. Because when issues like this come up, people that actually have common sense, they look at this like, what the hell are you talking about? And it drives me crazy almost. It's like, it drives you absolutely nuts to see your brother get spanked by some organization that's lawless. You getting punished by devils? You getting punished by people who's not a people? Like, get the hell out of here, man. I can't even take it.
Damn right. This is quite ridiculous. And like you said, Officer Cool, we could unpack this all day, Paul. So we could talk about this all day because it's so insane. It's asinine. It's asinine that we live in this world and yet no one is listening. Like General Hyman says, is this thing on? Pause. Is it on? I'm talking into this mic and no one is understanding. You're on the shade room. You're arguing about the brat. You're arguing about which Real Housewives of this person did this and that. But you're not seeing the reality. And I'm not talking about some blackety black, open your third eye. I'm talking about actual real things right in front of your face. A man who committed no crime is national news.
Right.
His sneakers are being taken off of actual shelves when he has not committed a crime at all, ever. Yep. This is wild. You feel me? But you can literally walk into the arena, dress like Ruby Rod from The Fifth Element. You can dress like Chris Tucker from The Fifth Element, and that's not a problem. No one will say anything. You'll be immune. You'll be fine. It's all good. You understand? Or, you know, like also Yarmak said, even if you don't have a gun, you might want to take a knee. You might want to take a stand for something. But because you are a slave, you can't do it. You can't even take a stand. You gotta just get in the ranks, you know what I mean, and shuffle along just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna be, you're gonna be in this position. Like we've been saying, these players need to come in the I.S.U.P.K. and the Commitment to YAHANNA, where you can learn how to be a man. You're too cowardly. America has made you too soft. You're soft.
Exactly.
You understand? At this point, I mean, shoot. I mean, like, do you even need to dribble a basketball anymore? You're John Morant. You know what I'm saying? Right. Forget a new league. Why don't you just open up like some kind of like YMCA type thing?
Yeah,
open up a YMCA and teach kids how to play basketball and get paid $400,000 a year. Is that so bad?
Yeah. Simple. I mean, look what the N1 mixtape tour did. A bunch of street ballers. It ran by fake Jews. A bunch of street ball niggas from Harlem, Brooklyn, Raleigh, Durham, wherever the hell they was. They generated billions of dollars for N1 just off of street ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like this ain't talking about, they had refs, but niggas was throwing the ball. I see a nigga put the basketball in his shirt and slap it around. And they went crazy. And you can't even tell me John Morant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, even the retired NBA players, they could all construct their teams, sponsor their own teams, get sponsorships by your rappers and actors, and we could just start our own damn shit. We could go on Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry got a big old big ass compound, put a gym on Tyler Perry's land, and then everybody go out there and just go to the games and stuff. Like we could really take over if we wanted to, but niggas is scared, man.
That's right.
Gone.
I don't understand. That's like go ahead, please, sir.
Salakia, but yeah, that's heavy what you're saying, Kowal. And I'm just going to put in. We have the wealth to totally separate.
That's right.
But like you said, Kowal, we're too scared of it. We're too afraid. I mean, we're slaves.
That's right.
We're slaves. Slave can't think about separating from master. Right. They can't think about separating from master. I mean, come on. It's like, you want to see, you're gonna see some slave niggas if you start talking about separating and having your own league, your own things. you're going to see some coons come out. You're going to see the coonery come out of every Negro that you thought was really down. You thought it's going to be the most blackety black Negro is going to turn coon. Going to be like, why you want to separate from Massa though? What did he do? You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's heavy what you bringing out, Kowal. We have the wealth and the money, black people, all the entertainers and sports figures, we have the money and the wealth to separate.
That's right.
But it's just everybody's afraid to do it.
That's right.
Everybody's afraid to do it. I mean, they the homeborn slaves, like the Bible said.
That's right.
I yield, brother.
We could do this, man. We probably gonna come back to this over the next few weeks because it's such a hot button issue. But I did want to take time out. We can move on. I wanted to talk about a story in a different way than we usually do. Usually, of course, we talk about stories like this one. This situation is going on with our people. Some of the ills, some of the wrongs. Sometimes we talk about some funny stories. This was a story that I saw, and I said to myself, no, why is nobody talking about this kind of thing? Black men have this certain stigma, but a story like this would absolutely change that. But of course, this doesn't become national news. This should be a bigger deal than the John Morant story. So I'm gonna read this if I could. Bear with me just a moment. Excuse me. Not this one. This one right here. Okay, so it says maybe it's God sent. Father of 2 boys rescues newborn girl covered in ants, hanging from fence in bloody shopping bag, fights for officials to grant him custody. Let me show this picture of this brother.
Good. Oh.
What? You gotta run that back.
I'm gonna run it back.
Man.
So the quote is maybe it's God sent, right? But this is what happened. So this brother is a father. He already has 2 sons. He rescued a newborn baby girl the girl was found. When he found her, she was covered in ants and was hanging from a fence.
Damn.
In a bloody shopping bag. So he found a little girl covered in ants, hanging from a fence in a bloody shopping bag. Right now, this brother is fighting to get custody of this girl.
Fighting?
When I say fighting, just think about just fighting the legal system.
No, I'm sarcastically fighting.
Oh, Salakia, my bad, bro. I get what you mean. We're gonna talk about it, right? Like as in, he's having some issues. So let's get into it, Salakia. So this is the brother right here. It says a Jamaican man is fighting to gain custody of an abandoned infant he found stuffed in a shopping bag and left on a fence. The local children's hospital admitted the child for evaluation and care. However, informed the man he would not be able to take the little girl home because authorities needed to investigate her abandonment. O'Shane Briscoe found a newborn baby girl in a shopping bag on May 3rd, 2023 in Vineyard Town, St. Andrew, Kingston. So this took place in Jamaica. It says Kingston contractor O'Shane Briscoe says he wants officials to see how serious he is about parenting the child, showing up to the hospital as much as he can. However, despite his visits, he is not allowed to see the girl because he is not a biological parent.
Good Lord.
No one knows who her biological parents are. Briscoe and a female friend discovered the little girl he calls Baby Sunshine on Wednesday, May 3rd, near his home in Vineyard Town, St. Andrew, Kingston, according to the Jamaica Gleaner. The father of 2 said the baby was covered in blood and swarmed by ants that bit all over her face and arms, but was otherwise strong. After discovering the newborn and noticing she had her umbilical cord attached to her body,
oh my God,
and other fluids like blood and afterbirth, he swiftly took her to the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. While the hospital did not admit the child, it did clean her up before instructing Briscoe to transport her to the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Once he took the baby to Bustamante, officials received the baby but cut Briscoe off from seeing her. Reports say it was against policy until authorities can sort out who her parents are, if she should go into the foster system or if she will be placed for adoption. A little bit more. Dr. Sandra Chambers, the Southeast Regional Health Authority Regional Technical Director, explained the process hospitals and officials must follow in the case of abandoned children. This is a quote. The established protocol is to stabilize the patient, inform social worker, police, and child protection and family services agency. Chambers said, it is a case of abandonment under investigation, and protocol dictates that contact be limited until the case has been properly investigated. Hospital protocol dictates that only parents are allowed to visit children, and this is still under investigation. The baby is now a ward of the hospital, and only persons from the CPFSA and the police are authorized to visit. 2 more paragraphs, so we're going to get into it. The SCRHA would later say Victoria Jubilee Hospital was mistaken in not taking custody of the baby when Briscoe presented her there. In a video interview, Briscoe said he is already attached to the baby and wants to be considered her guardian. It would make his family complete. While he wants to adopt the young girl, Briscoe says there are others in his village also considering stepping up for baby Sunshine's care. Man, a heavy story.
That's what I'm
heavy story. Right. Then get that brother a hand, man. Damn.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, come.
And of course, y'all already know where I'm going with it. You already know where I'm going with it. Like this doesn't fit the narrative. Ja Morant doing something that's totally not illegal, but has a certain image, fits the narrative. But a black man discovering a baby who had obviously been discarded after birth and saying, I want to raise this child, does not go with the narrative. So I leave the floor open to whoever wants to pick up on it, man. When y'all see this, what do y'all think of it? I'll leave it open.
I mean, give the man the child.
That's right.
I mean, I mean, and this looks like, I mean, it tells you what they think about us, Tell you what they think about us, because like it's like now Slovakia, this is like a black child, right?
I believe so, but they don't have the name of the child. I do know the brother is Jamaican. Well, again, it's Jamaica, so more than likely,
Jamaica.
it's
Most likely.
Israelite.
Most likely, you know what I'm saying? But he's willing to take the child. I mean, what I mean, come on. Are we human?
That's right. That's right.
Are we human? I mean, come on. He's willing to take the child and raise the child as his own. Let the man do it.
That's right.
What you mean put him up for adoption? He's telling you he want to adopt him right now. I mean, it's like, it's they look at us like we're just not even human.
That's right.
It's not even human. They're just, well, you're not the father. We're going to do an investigation and find out who the parent is so we can go and penalize them more. It was evident they couldn't take care of the baby.
That's right.
It was evident the sister was so, I mean, come on. Who knows? She couldn't take care of the baby. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do, probably underage or something. Mm-hmm. She didn't know what to do. So what the hell you got to look for her for?
That's right.
Right. The man is there. He brought the baby in. He wants to adopt the baby. I mean, come on, let him have the baby.
That's right.
It's his. Let him have it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just more ways to oppress us. A nigga can't feel good about anything.
That's right.
He can't feel good about anything he's doing. Just oppress them. You know what I'm saying? This man, it's terrible. It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's such a good story about he found and took it to the hospital and wants to take it home. Mm-hmm. Wants the baby to be his, And that here's more ways they will oppress us, That's
right.
Man.
Right. Come on. Yeah, y'all.
And they said black men weren't good fathers.
That's where I'm going.
They said we were nothing but niggas and coons and spicks and wetbacks. They said we were savages, Tabawan.
That's right.
They said we were nothing but prisoners. You understand? I mean, we got the best men on the face of the planet Earth, and this brother is the proof. This brother is the proof. My heart pours out to this man right here, and I pray the Lord all the strength he needs to raise up not only that daughter, but to make hopefully, God, Lord, allow to raise up Kingston, Jamaica, man.
That's right.
That's that we need in this place, man. That brother right there, and all of them other brothers and sisters who done already put their bed in to take care of little sunshine, man. I pray the Lord bless you, man. You understand? I pray for everything you need so that you can get that job done because she deserves it.
That's right.
She deserves it.
That's right.
She doesn't deserve to die in a trash bag hanging from some fence. She deserves to live. She deserves a chance, man. But for so long, we've been thinking that we the scum of the earth, man. We aren't the scum of the earth, man. You understand? And to whoever the mother is, she deserves to be stoned to death. That's what she deserves. We all deserve something. She deserves to be stoned to death.
That's right.
Deserves to be glorified. That man deserves to be glorified in everything he's done for that daughter and what he will continue to do for her.
Right.
I'm very curious as to if we could get in contact with him. I'm very curious to see.
I'm gonna send it to Abadawan.
You said what?
I'm gonna send it up to Abadawan and Kiago.
Yeah, come.
I'm curious to see if we can hear him speak, man. So you understand? So he can grace the airways with his voice, man, and just everything he did for that daughter. This should be national news.
That's right.
All over the nation, so that all these other heathens and these disgusting rat-eating countries can understand that black men are the greatest men on the face of the planet Earth. Man.
That's right.
That's what we should be seeing, man. He is a hero. The Kazakh Wana said he is supposed to be a hero. He is a hero.
Right.
That's exactly what he is. You understand? And good night, man. I couldn't imagine how many scars I would have of seeing some baby just filled with ants and come on, man. My heart.
That's rough.
Reading it, Tabawan, I almost started tearing up. I was looking for my shades. But then when the story ended, man, and I found out what this brother did, the length he's going through to make sure that this baby is all right, man. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. That's it. Christ, man. Because that ain't out, but he gonna raise her up, man, and that's how we need to be. So now this is a cut. Whenever some stupid woman talks about having an abortion, for what? If you can't raise your baby, you stupid bitch, this man will.
Right.
That's it.
He'll raise the baby for you. You don't have to have an abortion. And guess what? There are thousands and hundreds of thousands of men that's just like him. You understand? We got brothers in school at UPK. Shout out to the brother in Houston, Texas. What's his name, man? How can I forget my brother's name? What's the brother's name? The light-skinned brother, man, right there in Houston.
With baby Samson?
I believe so.
Yeah, I remember that baby.
I forget his name, man. But shout out to that brother. Also went out the way to make sure to adopt a baby, man, who otherwise would have been raised in the system, you know, mistreated, misguided, and oppressed. You understand? And they took that baby in, man, Israelite school of UPK, and gave their life to that child, man, is doing it to this day. So when I see stories like that, man, I just can't help to just, you understand, we got to give them all the glory, man, because that's the job that the Lord brought us here to actually do, man. So shout out to that brother. I hope that one day we can speak to him, man. So you understand, I yield. I leave the floor over to Slaga.
Damn right. Officer Kowal, you had something, brother?
Oh no, he said it, man. That brother's a hero, man. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to the whole country, man, for stepping up about that baby. I love to hear that. Like, they weren't running away from it. They stepped into it. Like, I'll take the baby. You know what I'm saying? Just next time, don't abandon your child like that. Good night. Just give it to somebody.
Right.
Man, what the hell? The umbilical cord was still attached? That's crazy.
God, that's insane. And if I could just, go piggybacking off what the Akim said, Alawan said, Officer Yarmak, heavy point, man. The Bible says, you know what I'm saying, like, even the sea monsters give suck. Right. You know what I'm saying? But the daughter, I'm paraphrasing, the daughter of my people has become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness. Like this right here, you can't, if you are, like Officer Yarmak said, if you are a nasty bitch, do not look at this story and talk about, it's so beautiful. Don't clap. Don't say Hercules, none of that. Because you nasty bitches be in the clinic, you know what I'm saying, every couple of months doing the exact same damn thing. You have no right to commend. No one wants your commendations. You understand? No one wants it because you are a murderous bastard. So With that being said, yeah, Yarma.
I'm about to say, and you know what else is sad about this? That bitch gonna celebrate Mother's Day.
Oh, she should. Damn right.
Yeah. She gonna celebrate Mother's Day. She gonna say, because I had nieces and nephews and brothers that I had to raise up, and she gonna accept all the flowers, man.
Yep.
You understand? We ain't in the world and we don't celebrate Mother's Day, but brother, I would pay. I would pay a lump sum of money to see after. Let's see, what you think, that woman? 16 years old enough?
Yeah.
I would pay a lump sum of money to see this baby girl find her mother, and on Mother's Day show up to her house with flowers and say Happy Mother's Day.
Right.
Pay to see it. Now, of course, we don't celebrate Mother's Day, so that should never happen.
Right.
You know, just like Dabuan said, you nasty women, don't applaud this, man. You understand? Just understand that you've made mistakes in your life, and now you should never ever make that mistake again.
That's right.
And you should do it. Find a man like this, brother.
That's right.
Look, I pray this man gets 20 more wives.
That's right.
He can.
Hey, look, I just sent a message to Kiyad one. I want to see this brother in class.
That too.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see that brother in class for real. Now, this would be a hell of a story. That'll be the best story. Imagine this brother and he gets that baby, and now that brother and that baby getting raised up in the truth. Ooh, we.
Good night.
That's it.
Good night.
You know they just passed the law in North Carolina too.
Saying what?
They cutting that abortion.
Wow.
Abortion is past 12 weeks now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Most High in Christ.
In an uproar over that.
Yeah, I could only imagine. I can only imagine, man. But no, this is
hot girl summer over with.
Yeah, right.
God.
Shout out to this brother, man. Shout out to this brother. You know what I'm saying? Again, we pray that, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord sees fit to bless him. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, get this baby and you know, give the baby the love that it deserves. Because this world is very cruel to our people. Please.
One last thing, Salaga. That brother, he ain't got $100,000 jewelry on either.
Nope.
Right.
That's right.
Rolex on.
Nope.
It don't look like he got a backpack.
Right.
He doesn't.
He don't got all that, man. But he does have something that you stupid bitches and you idiot Negroes don't have.
That's right.
He does have integrity.
That's right.
He does have that. And that's all you need.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Well said, brother. Well said.
That's it.
We're about 10 minutes. You know, we're getting close to the end here. And, you know, I had, you know, a few more things, but, you know, we're going to spend the last 10 minutes brushing over this particular story. We're going to go to world news now. This was already international news. We already went to Kingston, Jamaica with it. But I don't know. Have y'all heard about this? One is funny to me. Did y'all hear about the accounting mishap that took place in the United States finances in relation to Ukraine? Anybody heard about that?
No, I haven't heard that.
No sweat. Well, let me show you what I'm talking about. Again, before we get into it, shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Quick roll call. Hold up, Salakia. Bear with me. Shout out to Officer Yanazar. Shout out to Officer 5000 Zion Ya'ala. Shout out to the sister Soleil Rodriguez. Shout out to Trooper Nadayab. Shout out to Officer 5000 Iraq. Shout out to the sister Kazakwana. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Shout out to the sister Sakura Anaya out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema. Allah Thaba Shemi Shah. Who else we got? I think that's pretty much it for now. No sweat. We appreciate all of y'all for tuning in and rocking out with us here on the Chain Breakers podcast, episode number 35. So this particular story right here we go, Salakia. They're having this big summit, the G7 summit, which, I mean, I just thought it was ironic. The summit is in Hiroshima in Japan.
What?
Brother. Yeah, the G7 summit is right. Like the G, and guess what? Biden is going to be there. Like this. America is a funny place. So you know, of course, we know the history what happened in Hiroshima, but it's Japan's turn to host the G7 summit, which is where a bunch of countries, which I think are in the United Nations, come together talk about different things or whatever. Well, this year it's Japan's turn to host it, and it's being held in Hiroshima. Ooh-wee. But check this out. There was a $3 billion accounting error. I repeat, a $3 billion accounting error. And because of that error, guess what they're saying it means? It means the Pentagon can send more weapons to the Ukraine.
Oh, Lord.
Isn't it wonderful, everybody?
Error.
Yeah. So where that is.
Yeah.
Right.
Error, yeah.
It's an error.
So I thought they said error of 3 billion. Hold up. What's the number? What's the count again?
$3 billion.
$3 billion error. Now, how did the error come about? And did they send what? Did they send $3 billion when there was only 1 billion? Huh? That other 2 billion went in somebody's pocket?
Right.
Huh? I think that's the mishap.
I guess.
Maybe that's a mishap. Come on, I'm getting mishaps of money over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They
The white man's the devil, man. The devil.
That's
I mean, you know, come on, you know.
Right.
Come on, man.
They better make sure one of them guns don't end up in John Morant hand.
Come on.
Good night.
Oh man. Yo, that is funny.
So what? So Salakia, did they get too many guns?
No, they're about to get more. So I guess what they're
So they're
saying.
gonna get more.
Yeah, they're gonna get more. So apparently, there was $3 billion unaccounted for. Like, so right. So they're saying, oh, wait a minute, we have $3 billion extra we didn't know about. We're gonna send it to Ukraine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Man.
This is Washington. Your hometown, R1, Washington AP. It says the Pentagon has overestimated the value of the weapons it has sent to Ukraine by at least $3 billion. An accounting error that could be a boom for the war effort because it will allow the Defense Department to send more weapons now without asking Congress for more money.
Wow.
The acknowledgement Thursday comes at a time when Pentagon is under increased pressure by Congress to show accountability for the billions of dollars it has sent in weapons, ammunition, and equipment to Ukraine, and as some lawmakers question whether that level of support should continue. It also could free up more money for critical weapons, as Ukraine is on the verge of a much-anticipated counteroffensive, which will require as much military aid as they can get. Ukrainian president, yes, sir.
Salakia, but white people are getting paid.
Yep.
White people are getting paid. All that Pentagon bullshit, they are getting paid. They getting paid from just stealing money.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, come on. You got the Bureau of Engraving right in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Where they make the money. They print the money. If they roll the money out like damn newspapers. They print the money. They make the money. So, I mean, don't come here with that bullshit. Everybody, when they're getting paid. They're getting paid extra dollars. Like I said before, they're sending their kids to free colleges. I mean, free college fund. I mean, come on. It's like they're getting, this place is a sinful kingdom. This place is a sinful kingdom, like the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people don't have money for food. You got kids starving and everything. People don't have money, but they don't give a damn as long as they have the money, to have a mishap. To have a mishap, and what? $3 billion? Oops.
Oops.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
If you teach your kids that, then they'll be better off in life.
Damn right.
I yield, man.
Come on. It says, one second. On The Verge, it says Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has previously said the offensive was delayed because they did not yet have everything they needed. It says the error was caused when officials overvalued some of the systems sent to Ukraine, using the value of money it would cost to replace an item rather than the current value of the weapon. In many of the military aid packages, the Pentagon has opted to draw from its stockpiles of older existing gear because it can get those items to Ukraine faster. This is a quote. During our regular oversight process of presidential drawdown packages, the department discovered inconsistencies in equipment valuation for Ukraine. In some cases, replacement cost rather than net book value was used, therefore overestimating the value of the equipment drawn down from U.S. stocks, said Pentagon spokeswoman Sabrina Singh. She added that the mistake hasn't constrained U.S. support to Ukraine or hampered the ability to send aid to the battlefield. A defense official said the Pentagon is still trying to determine exactly how much the total surplus will be. The official, who spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss internal deliberations, said the comptroller has asked the military services to review all previous Ukraine aid packages using the proper cost figures. The result, said the official, will be that the department will have more available funding authority to use Ukraine offensive years. Let me just read this one last part. The aid surplus was first reported by the Wall Street Journal. To date, the U.S. has provided Ukraine nearly $37 billion in military aid since Russia invaded in February of 2022. The bulk of that has been in weapon systems, millions of ammunitions, and ammunition rounds, and an array of trucks, sensors, radars, and other equipment pulled from Pentagon stockpiles and sent quickly to Ukraine. Yeah, they're getting it all. They are getting it all.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, they have quite. I'm quite sure they have more mishaps too. You know, it's more mishaps. You know, it may be a mishap like. It was only 5 million, but it's a mishap if they gave 10 million. You know, that over 5 million went in somebody's pocket.
That's right.
It went into a whole lot of people's pockets, for that matter.
That's right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
good night.
Sure.
Well, there you have it. All the money going back to the Ukraine. And I guess that's probably going to put all the reparations talks on hold.
Right, that's what I'm about to do.
In the meantime, go ahead, cool.
No, I would say you can forget about your reparations.
Right.
You niggas might well forget about that.
Hold up. Right before we was about to
Slovakia, what about the Ukrainians that's over here?
Yeah, what about them job turkeys?
Right.
What about them? They over here. I mean, getting brand new apartments.
And then we
no rent.
Yeah,
and everything. And you said
they just tried to protest through our camp, didn't they?
No, that was the Palestinians.
Oh, no, all right, no sweat.
No, Salaki Cap.
Man, but they got the Ukrainians. I mean, come on, a lot of Ukrainians came here in Oklahoma. You know, got brand new apartments and everything. And come on, man. Yeah, got money, got jobs. Some got jobs and everything. Right. Damn. So then you get billions of dollars going to Ukraine when you get Ukrainians over here, and then out so many places all over America. I mean, good gracious. I mean, come on, man.
Damn right.
It's not even making sense.
Oh, come.
It's not even making sense. That's why the precepts in the Bible said that, you know, the Lord is going to give us to a foolish nation.
That's right.
A foolish nation. They can't even count damn money.
Right.
Always have a damn deficit when you make the damn money. I know you're going to have a deficit when you make the money. You print the money.
That's right. That's right.
You know, always going to have a problem with a shortage of money because they're some greedy bastards. That's why. And they're the foolish nation that the Bible's speaking about.
That's right. Damn right.
How you, bro?
Oh, Christ. Well said, Cat. We got a, I'm trying to figure out if I should just leave it alone. I think we got a heckler, but I'm trying to, should I just leave it be?
Oh, that's Vlad. Vlad, he been here before.
Y'all heard of this cat?
Yeah, he was here before.
Who that?
Vlad the Biber, whoever the hell that is.
Number one, you got to attack your demons head on.
SHALAM.
And if you don't want to do it, I will.
I'm assuming I don't recall his name, but I'm assuming this cat is like trolling. I can only assume he's trolling. Kane, first of all, the SHALAM is obviously crazy. Like, I mean, bro.
Just let him know we got guns like John Morant.
Right. And then that Kang just throwing me off, bro. Like, I don't know if this is a white man. I don't know here, but hey, Vlad the Kebabber, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure what your angle is. I don't know if you're even an op. You feel me?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The devils watch us all the time. They watching our classes. They watching our shows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a funny name, though. That's a funny name, Vlad the Kebabber.
Let me bait him in.
Albino African American.
Hold up. Did you say Vlad?
Yeah.
Let me bait him in.
He said he's albino African American. I was told I can join your gang.
No, you can never join. No, motherfucker, you can never be like me. We don't take African Americans.
That's right.
Well said.
That's right.
Well said, yo.
You can join.
We take no garbage.
You can join a Christian church, Vlad. Find the closest Christian church and join them.
Yeah, Vlad the Kebabber, where are you located? Where are you located? What's your location? What is your location right now? What is your coordinates?
Stop one nicer than me.
I just want to know.
Hey, Vlad is short for Vladimir, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Albanian or something, or some kind of freaking. What is Vlad?
Yeah.
What is that, like Russian?
Yeah,
Russian.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
Eastern European.
Yeah, come on.
Ain't no black man named Vlad. In other words,
he's from America.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm from
America.
You're from
what
America.
part of America? I'm trying to figure out where you are in America.
Yeah, what state, what city? But he better stay out of Africa. They're gonna be eating his feet.
Albinos.
Albino soup. Yeah, they eat albinos. They think
it's a whole certain power.
Hey, Kawal, I'm thinking about sending that brother a sweatsuit, man. Not Vlad. I'm talking about the brother from Jamaica.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope, man. That'd be dope.
About sending him something, man.
Man. I just I sent a message to Kiai once, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Like, I think he probably gonna try to see if we can get in contact with the brother. You know,
that'd be a good idea.
But no sweat. Hey, Vlad the Kebabber, we'll see you next week. You in Minnesota. All right. So if you are a actual black man, like if you are albino black man, I don't know the breakdown on that. What's the breakdown on that?
Wait. He good to go, but hey, what's your Instagram? What's your Facebook name? That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
albinos usually are they are black, but it's the pigmentation.
Right.
But they definitely that SHALAM, he knows something about something, but it's wrong something.
Yeah.
He needed, I don't know if he's trolling or what, but he was on here before, I believe. I think he might have chimed in one of our shows earlier. He asked a question.
Yeah. No sweat.
I want to know what your Facebook name or your Instagram name is.
Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do some research.
And just to clarify,
we're gonna research you.
I.S.U.P.K is not a gang. That's not what we are.
Correct.
We're not Bloods or we're not Crips. This is a school that is authorized by the Lord to teach the world the truth of the Bible, man. That's what we are. You understand? And more or less, we are a family, which you cannot be a part of this family if you're looking to join a gang.
That's right.
You correct yourself if this is what you want. But nonetheless, I'll get back to being playful.
Correct. Yeah. So Vlad the Kebabber, if you're serious, go on I.S.U.P.K.com. Like I said, if you are an actual black man, you got that so-called African American father, then do like Officer Yarmak said, get in contact with us, whatever. If you are an oppressor, make it known, because then we can dialogue with you still, but under different circumstances. We have no problem talking with you. You can call into the show. That's totally fine. We have no problem with that whatsoever. But you cannot attend our class. And like I said, like the brother said, we're not a gang, but you cannot join our family if you are an oppressor. All right. But no sweat. Excellent show, Austin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, right.
4 out of 1. Good show today. You know what I'm saying? Good show as always. I had an excellent time. You know what I'm saying? With kicking it with y'all. So next week, man, we're gonna pick it right back up. He said, "All right, I'm signing up today." This nigga's trolling, but no sweat. Signing up. He said, "I'm signing up." You know what I'm saying? He said, "I'm albino, not white."
We understand. We know what our Bible is.
We know what our Bible is, but yeah, put your Facebook. We want to see your picture. Put your
Color
Facebook
has nothing to
so
do
we
with it,
can
brother.
see what you look like.
Post your Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, put your Facebook or your Instagram. We want a dialogue. You know what I'm saying? You said you want to join us. Let's dialogue.
Come.
Okay? But if you're trolling,
Yeah,
see, that's what I'm talking about right here, bro. Listen. He's a
come, you know, and all those other devils out there that's watching. I mean, you don't have to be afraid of us.
Right.
You know, we ain't gonna jump through a screen and hit you with a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
You know, you know, y'all can ask questions.
Yeah.
Y'all can ask questions, and you know what I'm saying.
He said he's albino, not white, and he has white privilege though. Okay, so you're trying to be funny. It's of course falling flat, but no sweat, man. We'll see you next week. Hit us up next week. Matter of fact, next week you should call in.
Yeah.
You should call into the show next week, and we should actually, you know what I'm saying,
ask some questions.
You can ask questions or whatever. You know what I'm saying. But for today, we're gonna call. You know what I'm saying. Call it right there, man. This has been another excellent episode of the Chain Breakers podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA. The water to everybody that tuned in and watched the show today, that, you know what I'm saying, that commented and interacted with us, even you, Vlad the Kababa. We appreciate everybody, okay? You know what I'm saying? So again, we'll be back next week, same time, same place, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Central Time. All right? So continue to rock out with us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We will see y'all next week. To the brothers, we say shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. To the sisters, we say shalom. Yahweh Shamar Alathun.